Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight we are having our Tone, Strength, and Balance class. It's been a while since I've stretched in general, much less done this class, so this will be fun. Teresa is going to be assisting me in the class. Actually, I'm going to be assisting her in the class. I'm going to show you guys how broken yoga can be done, and we actually started with two people in mind, me helping someone else, because it's hard to do this by yourself. So I'm going to show you at home what it should feel like, and you can have someone help you if you can. So we're going to start with our 5 minutes of breathing. And I'm going to put on a timer. So close your eyes, sit up straight. And I apologize for the video quality and sound and everything if it's not that great. This is a test run. And we'll see how it goes. So, we're going to take this 5 minutes to reconnect to ourselves. So in order to reconnect, you have to let everything go. So breathe it all out. And don't inhale until you can't breathe out anymore. And in through the nose. And as you do this, you can rock back and forth. Try to fold forward a little bit to geometrically align yourself. When you fold forward, you don't want your shoulders to come out way past your knees. You want to slide your butt back. You want to geometrically align yourself. Even when you're sitting here up straight. And just sink in as you focus on your breath. Aligned, when a machine is running without friction, it is functioning at optimum performance. When our bodies can't move and twist, we have aches and pains, we have all this friction in our body, it slows our system down. It doesn't work properly. And so let's take this time to try to realign it. Take some pressure off our body. Put some of it on us. Take responsibility. Now this is Tone, Strength, and Balance, so as we go through here, if you can't do any of these poses, it's okay. This is more for advanced, intermediate. Now, you can open your eyes slowly. For those of you that have any kind of back pain as you do this, you can't sit up straight. You've noticed at the end I put my hands behind here. I didn't explain this at first because we haven't gone through the pushing of the broken yoga, but doing this and adding that resistance can help take that pressure off that back as well. So we're going to start on our knees and go ahead. We're actually going to start by opening up the side. We're going to open up the hips today. So we're going to take those hands up as we breathe in. And just hold it here as you breathe out, moving side to side. What you're doing is finding where it hurts and holding until you can breathe out past the pain. Whenever you're ready, we're going to take that right arm down, left arm over. Now, here's the difference in broken yoga. What she's doing is a stretch. So right now her muscles are trying to hold on to themselves. So I'm going to have her push against me. So deep breath in, push to the left. And she's doing this with a broken hand. So if anyone wants to complain about some of these poses being too hard. But we can always make adjustments and make poses easier, make them easier for us. We'll want to hold each of these about 3 breaths when you're doing it at home. But with my talking, it will probably cover that because I yap a lot sometimes. So we're going to switch sides. So take those hands back up. And as you breathe out, and I'm going to help on this. So I want push toward me. Now, when you don't have someone to help on, and actually I don't have to help on it all, this is just home strength and balance, you know how to do this. So if she wants to add more resistance, she can place the hand on the head and push down with the arm at the same time pushing back with the head, so you push against yourself. Or you can push down to the side. Whichever way you push, just push in opposite directions, and that'll add that resistance that you need to feel the same kind of stretch as if someone were helping you. Coming back out, we're going to take those hands down now, and what you can do is you can try to just take them down this way. If you want, you can try to grab the heels, or you can just take the hands all the way down to the mat, whichever you prefer. And what you know, this is a different pose, so on different poses I'm going to show. See, you can push up toward me. You can push here on the shoulders. I feel that popping in your left shoulder. Oh, geez. Okay, you can also have more fun with it. Now, if you're in decent shape and you want to do some tone, strength, and balance, come back. Push up to this guy with the head. So this is going to be a lot harder, and she's not going to have as much strength. But it's fun. And we want to think about everything in yoga. So recover a minute. These are dragon fruit mints. These are awesome. But anyway, yoga is about unity. It's about thinking about all of your muscles. It's not about how quickly you can get from one pose to the other. It's not about, now, the flows build up energy, but that's not what broken yoga is about yet. We started a flow, but broken yoga is about reconnecting to your body and understanding your body in every position and every pose. So that's what we're focusing on. So from there, we're going to take that right foot up to the top of the mat. That was my knee that popped. And we're just going to come into a nice runner's lunge, runner's stretch. whichever you prefer. Just move her around here. You can take that right hand on the inside and roll that hip out. Now, when you're doing pushing on this, you can push this way up toward me, or you can try. There you go. Or you can push that knee up as you roll it out. You can push it up the sky. You can push down to the ground. Use your imaginations. Find any areas of tension. And as long as you know that your muscles should be able to go that direction, then take the time to figure out why the pain is there and how to get rid of it just by breathing out and letting it go. Now we're going to take that left hand on the right side and just come into a low twisting lunge. Now, when I'm not helping or when she's not getting help, what she should be doing is as she's twisting, she should be trying to twist back this way with the upper body and push this way with the leg so it pushes against yourself. Squeeze your muscles. Just make sure they're engaged as much as you can comfortably. Engage them. Then come back to that runner stretch. And we're going to kick that right leg back, but we're going to keep the knee bent at first. So we're coming into a one-leg downward dog, but we're not going to raise the leg yet. We're just going to keep it bent and focus on that left leg at first. So rocking those hips side to side, walking those hands back. This is a little harder for her. She only has one hand. 1.5 hands. We'll give her a half again. And whenever you're ready, take that right leg up toward the sky. Now, this shouldn't be too hard on her hand. Down to the ground. She's pushing down to the ground, and I'm just holding. I'm not trying to push harder than her and take it up higher. I'm just letting her push as hard as she can without it moving. And when she relaxes, the leg should be able to go higher without stretching, without pain. And then go ahead and kick that leg to the top of the mat, and let's step the other one forward. So we're going to come into tree pose. We haven't done tree pose in a while, and we've never explained how to do it with 2 people. So we're going to take that leg and just kick it up. My hips just roll in different places. So what you want to do is you can grab that foot if you want and pull it up as high as you can. The goal is to try to get it above the knee. So if my knee is here, then I want it above the knee and as high as you can. So now, if you can get it out straight, great. If you can't, I'm going to help push to the front of the room. So she's pushing to the front of the room with her knee. Good. And push up. You can do, take it down. This is a balancing pose, so it can be fun. Push back that way. So you can push the opposite way. We don't usually push this way on. Well, we haven't done this in a minute, so. You might notice one way you have a lot of strength, and the other way you can barely push. That will come very quickly. The strength will come a lot more quickly this way. Coming back to center. Now, we did that one. So we'll go this way. I'm going to take a block just for safety. And since we did this leg, we're just gonna take it down and come into half moon. Now you can't see me fully on the mat, so let me switch this way. So this will work. So what you're doing is trying to take the body out straight and that leg down. So she's a better example because she can actually get in the shot. Now I'm not going to push on her hand.
It's okay.
Push against me right here. So while she's taking her hand to the front of the room, she's also driving her foot down at the ground at the same time. It takes coordination, strength, determination, a little bit of, sometimes if you need for pain relief. This is Delta 8. We sell it in the shop here, so if you ever need some Delta 8, we got you covered. All right. Coming back from half moon, we're going to take those hands up, reach up, forward fold down, and let's step back. Now, we're going to come into a plank. We can do a forearm plank if you want. Whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Now, since this is tone, strength, and balance, we can have some fun with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm turning this way. I'm going to tuck my toes. So instead of having my toes this way, tuck them under. So my forearm plank will be on top of my toes. I was like, yeah, you can see that there. So, and if you want to have more fun with it, I'm getting back on the mat for my forearms. You can raise a leg if you want. Good. Now that's as far as I would want her to go, especially because, at least on this side, because the next step is to take the right arm out, and then she would be putting a lot more pressure on her left arm. So she can do the other side, the next step if she wants, but she shouldn't do this one. So with that leg raised, you can also take that arm out. Don't do that one.
Don't do that one.
Not on this side. You can do it on the other side. All right. But kick the leg up if you want. Down to the ground as you breathe out. And take the butt down. More of a plank. There you go. There you go. And then, since we're on our forearms, we'll just drop down into that baby cobra, full cobra. And this is tone, strength, and balance. So upward dog off the mat. Now, that's okay if you can't come up off the mat. It's still recording or no? It's still recording. Video cut out for a second, I guess, because nothing's happening on the screen. Maybe I should run a silent movie on the screen so at least it looks like it's moving. I don't know. But coming back up. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this on this side too because I like to raise my legs here. Oh, I haven't done that in a minute. And then just come to your child's pose. Good. Now, I'm coming up off the mat so that I can be heard better since I'm not actually wearing the mic. It didn't seem like we needed it. But what this is a time to do is to stop. If you've lost connection to that breath, is to breathe out. Let it all away, out. And before you take your next breath, take a moment to balance yourself, to push through any stress, and to calm yourself down. And then you can come back up. So, coming back up to those hands and knees, we're going to kick that left leg up. Coming into that runner stretch, low lunge. Oh. Just working on the legs though. Working on the hips. And then go ahead whenever you're ready, we'll take both hands to the outside of that left leg. Coming into that twisting low lunge. And rock side to side. Push against yourself. Engage the muscles. This is not a passive stretch. This is active engagement. So she's going to push that way with the elbow, this way with the shoulder. And you push on the exhale. And as you finish that exhale, you relax, you stop pushing, you take that breath, you readjust, and you see if you can go a little bit further without straining, without trying too hard. And then come back. We'll take that leg and kick it up. And we're not going to try to straighten the leg first. We're just bending that knee. And focus on rocking that right hip side to side, trying to get the heel of the foot on the ground. And whenever you're ready, you can raise that leg. Now, for those of you that at home that have never done broken yoga, the leg is a good way to push down, but this is another really good push, another really good stretch, so have them push against you. Good. So you'll hold their back and have them push this way. And that's a good relief on the back. And then go ahead and swing that leg on down. We're going to take both legs down to the ground for a second. And they're going to take them apart. I'm actually going to turn sideways and come into, I've lost all train of thought. This hurts. I have no idea who I am and what I was doing. Oh, this is called frog. I think that's what you said, but it registered after. Oh, this hurts. Now, what I'm trying to do in this pose is I'm trying to drive my knees to the ground. But what I'm going to do for her is I'm going to hold the hips. Okay, first of all, turn sideways because your knees aren't wide enough. There you go. Now, oh, no. Okay. Now, push up toward me. Good. And you go ahead and come on out. I'm going to take my mat back. So, you're trying to push those hips down, and as you relax, they should open wider. You can take that stance wider as you can with each breath. And then what we're going to do is I'm turning this way so you can see. I'm going to take the toes and Put them together. Knees apart, sitting back. And you can sit on the feet at first, and you can rock the tops of the feet, the heels side to side. If you want a deeper stretch, you can arch the back. If you want even a deeper stretch, you can try to take the top of the head down to the ground like that. And then if you can get the top of the head down on the ground, have them push with their chin. So push up to the sky. So she's pushing with her chin right now. That's not going to feel good. But it's going to feel good, but it's going to hurt. Because these muscles, we never stretch these muscles. So when they're engaged, that deep of a stretch, it's going to be a nice stretch. Probably. Unless you stretch your neck a lot or just have relaxed neck muscles. Go ahead, come on up. And from there, since this is tone, strength, and balance, we're going to work on the tops of our feet because we do that a lot because we never take care of them. And one day I'm going to be able to roll up completely onto my toes to a standing position, just like the guy in Pittman at the end. The bad guy. I don't really care for him, but that was a pretty cool move. So, point is put your hands down, or if you only have one hand, you can try to put it in between and lift up. So you can roll the feet, the tops of the feet, back and forth. Now that's enough of a stretch for her, but I'm gonna add some fun for her. So lift on up. I put this down. This is a good time to practice your martial arts. This down.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So, good working on the punch, up to the ground, up to the sky. See, this is fun. Practice this every day. You'll get your six-pack back in no time. If you've never had a six-pack, you'll get it in no time. All right. So, now, we're going to come back to the top of our mat. No, that's not what I did.
I know.
See, she doesn't always do what I do. And you might not be able to at home either, so that's fine. She should be able to by now. But she's never seen me do that, I don't think, so. Yeah. I don't know, Anyway, point is, let's get back to standing position, and we're going to tree pose on the other side. Now, you'll hold here if you're by yourself. You can hold on either side, and if you're holding on the back, you're pushing forward with the hand and rotating back with the leg. If you're holding on the front, you're rotating forward with the leg and back with the hand. Always pushing against yourself to give yourself that resistance. Looks like she needs some more. To the front of the room. You've not been practicing tree. Like, we haven't been practicing tree, but she definitely hasn't.
I've only done it like twice in my classes.
I've always been good at tree, so I never need to practice. Now, I need to practice the forward fold because I suck at forward folds. It's pretty bad when you can't even forward fold. That's why I had to create this yoga, because I was too embarrassed to go to most yoga classes. All right. So, from that tree position, just have some fun. And I use the block just because it's sturdier. You don't have to have the block. But if you're just going to drop straight from the ground, that way it's easier to have the block hit the ground than your hand. Just, especially if you're not paying attention, you're just looking this way. It's just fun.
Yeah, I don't think I can go down my hand.
No, I don't want you to.
You don't want to take it from
Go into tree pose. where I just come up with stuff. Go into tree pose.
Okay.
And in tree pose, lean to the right. So that's the left. There you go.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so tree pose, lean to the right. Okay. Now push to the left. I'll let you get set up again.
Okay.
I did not apply much pressure. It was barely
No,
touching the
you
head.
didn't.
So. Oh, that's hard. Oh.
This side's harder than the right side.
I'm going to hold on the other side just because I don't think she's going to get the balance otherwise. That's okay, because we've never done this before. I've never even thought of this before. I mean, why would you go in a tree and then lean on one side and then pull yourself down?
Yeah.
But it strengthens those muscles and it challenges the body. That's cool. We're seeing what the body can do. All right. Speaking of which, up, forward, fold down. I don't know what we're going to do. So let's just step back. Let's go into that plank. Oh yeah, we need the forearm plank on the other side. So, forearm plank on the other side. You do a little patty cake, like patty cake, baker's man. Roll them up, throw them in the pan. Okay, anyway. Which arm am I on it? Okay, so now you can do this one. So you can take, now, we started with the leg first last time. You don't have to, you can try just the arm. So come into that forearm plank and then take that left arm out so that you're just on that right arm. And see now, I'm fine with her also trying to lift that right leg. On this side, there's no problem, so you can try to lift that right leg too. And this is a fun one to resist it again and have someone help with down on the ground. If you're on your own and you want to add that resistance, you can put a yoga strap on your foot, take it up over your shoulder. But she couldn't do that because she can't grab it with that hand anyway. So you have to like.
Let's get better.
I guess you could grab it with the other. Take it over the shoulder and grab it with that hand.
Yeah.
But you can't pull with it. I mean you shouldn't have. Yes. All right. Now, from there, what do we want to do? What time is it? When do we start? How long is this? All right. So, we've got about 15-20 more minutes of class. So, what I'm going to do is let's do some fun head stuff. Okay. So, we don't take a lot of time to focus on our head. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into downward dog on our head. Now, this is a perfect one for her because she can't do downward dog evenly anyway, so this is a way for her to do it even. Now, when you do downward dog on your head, you can start by just gently coming into all fours, placing the head down, and then try to lift yourself up. And you can roll. Did you say ow?
I'm happy.
You can roll side to side using those hands for balance. Now, if you want to have some fun, you can take the hands out of the way. Take them behind your back. That's good. Toward me. All right, go ahead and come on up. See, now I'm trying to cater the last half of the class toward the
Did you
cripples.
see what I did there?
Now, what'd you do? Oh, good.
I was in downward dog with both hands.
Good. All right. So, let's let's come up to a yogic squat. Now, from the yogic squat, this is another good one to work on the hips because the hips are going to want to push in this way so you can push against them with your arms. But you can use those elbows, those forearms to actually massage the inside. But what we're going to do to open up the hips more is take that right arm, and you want to make sure you got that knee hooked. You take that right arm underneath, and the palm of the hand is going to be that way, so you can take that left arm behind your back. There you go. Good.
Working on it.
I saw. And you'll switch sides if you want. Oh! But you'll see the other leg will want to come this way at first. Fight against that. Oh. Can't do that one, that's okay. It's okay. You can't do it, you can't do it. It's tone, strength, and balance.
That's right.
Can't do it all. Alright, so go ahead from here. We're going to try this. So, what I want her to do, and I've got my left arm tucked right here, so I'm trying this. I've never tried this before. So I'm tucking my left arm here, so I'm pretending I'm crippled. And I kind of was anyway. So, but I'm still hooking that elbow when I tuck that arm, so I still have that balance. Nope. I don't think it's going to work. No, I was trying to think of a way to work it. We'll just have to do it backwards.
Okay.
So we're going to come into wheel on our head. So this is another good one to roll out the head. You don't even have to start lifting all the way up. You can just lift the shoulders off the ground. Roll the ears side to side. You can actually lift the hips up. Just roll the shoulders out. This is your time to find out how to connect to your body, how to get rid of pain, how to reconnect everything using your breath. And whenever you're ready, roll up into that wheel. And so from the side, like that.
I'm trying one-handed.
Can't do it on your head. It's okay. The hands will actually help support the head, so you can always start that way too. I'll push on the stomach, so push up to the sky. Sometimes you just have to find a place to push.
I'll get back to this.
Sounds like it's about dinner time too. Alright. So I think that's a good practice, especially since we haven't done it in a while and she's crippled. So we're going to do one more stretch. I was standing up because I had helped her.
Oh.
So I guess she wanted to stand up. So since she wanted to stand up, we're going to have some fun getting down. All right, so we're going to do the spinal twist. If we say we're going to have one more move, you know which move it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch she's getting up.
Okay.
Anyway, no, get up. See, now she's getting down. She's not listening. Okay, so, all right, grab that foot. Take yourself down. You wanted to get back up, now you got to get back down.
Okay.
I'm doing that foot because she can't do the other foot at the moment. You know what? I'm going to stand over here
Just in case.
You know, you don't have to. I don't need a lawsuit.
Yeah.
I got you. Push down to the ground and bend. Try to go down.
That was graceful.
To start?
Yeah.
All right.
If I had another hand, it would be easier.
You had 3 at least. All right. You want to be? She wants to be in Mortal Kombat. The gamers will get that. Actually, most people should get that. Then again, I don't know what people get and what they don't. She's never seen the Labyrinth. So we're gonna take that left knee over to the right, that left arm out to the left. The goal is to get the left shoulder and the left knee on the ground on opposite sides. And if you can, then you can take that leg out straight. Down to the ground as you breathe out. Alright. And I'm already up, so I'm going to come down the other side. And switch sides. Nope, that's the side I just did. Oh. And I'm going to come help her straighten her leg. Then we go down to the ground. Now we're going to do our 5 minutes of breathing at the end. And this 5 minutes of breathing should be a lot easier than the other 5 minutes. It should go by a lot quicker. But the goal isn't to fall asleep. The goal is to stay completely aware of everything. Your body, where you are, your surroundings. See the surroundings. Pay attention to down the street. What's going on? The cash register down the street. See how much you can be aware of as you just lay here. to the present, back to the physical, and back to your body. And begin to wake the body up, starting at the Apologies for the notifications. Our feet are our grounding. When you wear leather, the whole world is covered in leather. When you walk barefoot, you bring energy up from the earth into your body. You magnetize and electrolyze your body, much the same as walking across carpet. And this is your time, so however you feel, you need to move the body around. And now, we're going to come into plow. If you want to take it further, you can go into a shoulder stand. But I'm going to turn this way so you can watch plow. So what you're going to do is try to just hold here. You can start with the knees bent, rocking them side to side. You can try to get them down to your right ear. Try to get them down to your left ear. You can work one at a time, trying to tap the toes on the ground. Whenever you're ready, you can straighten both legs and try to keep them on the ground. Now, as you push on this one, you're not going to have much strength, but push up to the sky. I'm not even pushing, I'm just putting my foot on there and like the 2 inches of pressure, she's not lifting it. Like, yeah, not a chance. And whenever you're ready, you can stay there or come up into that shoulder stand. Now, on the shoulder stand, to make sure that the body is aligned, what you can do is push. Push that way. And if one way is hard to push, you can try the other way, so push that way. Okay, I said push that way and your legs are going the wrong way. Okay, there you go, push that way. She's got nothing. And it's okay. Some poses you have strength in, some you don't, but practice any pose that you don't have strength in with that resistance, and you will watch that strength come a lot more quickly. So, we're going to do one more thing and just get up off the ground. So, this is how we have to do this in every tone, strength, and balance class. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the hands down beside the head. And just like we were in rolling up into plow, but with the hands beside the head. Now, this is going to be a wave. So it's going to roll up this way, and then you're going to kind of kick up, and then the shoulders are going to kick up with it, and then you push off with the head. So I'm going to turn completely sideways so you can see this, and hope that since I haven't been practicing this position that I know my spatial boundaries. But, so, place those hands down, roll up, and kick on up. See, go for it. It's okay, you can't do it. Thank you for joining us on this tone, strength, and balance ridiculousness. But we just decided, since we kept canceling it because it was just me and her, and she's not paying me, so I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Just because I need a break. But the point is that we decided to record it. We're going to get better at this, and hopefully we'll have a whole camera set up, disjointed setup. Stay tuned for more ridiculousness. And don't forget to, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.